Hello, Facebook family. Hopefully, you can see what I want you to see. It is an ideal place for me to be. I am Natasha, your wellness informant with New Peace Wellness, and I am coming to you live for day 3 of our 5 days to wellness. And I am at a busy intersection. It is what we call the roundabout, but what officially is called a ring junction, and it was invented in 1972. I had to look that up in order to find out a little more information. What it does is it helps smoothly take the traffic in the right direction. And, in order to do the ring junction or the roundabout correctly, everyone has to wait their turn and follow the rules. And this was a good place, I thought, for me to be because it's busy, it's noisy, and there are a few things that it represents. For one, it represents your life, especially when you decide that you are going to go ahead and get on a wellness plan, change your food lifestyle, lose weight, whatever you want to call when you are wanting to do better, wanting to get healthy. Become conscious of eating differently, of loving yourself differently, just taking care of yourself altogether. So when you are deciding to do that, a lot of times what happens is life becomes so busy. You allow the noise in your life to become louder than it was before. We get into our routines and we don't hear all of the noise until we try to make a difference. So when we make a difference in our lives, even a small change, sometimes there's a lot of effort in it, and it takes 21 to 45 days to change a habit, just depending on what type of habit it is. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you have great accountability for yourself. So my question is today is, if you give your word to someone, can they trust that you're going to keep your word? Okay, I want you to think about that. Now, if you tell yourself you're going to do something, if you write a goal down, if you set a goal, if you get in your mind you want to do something, do you keep your word to yourself? So, something to think about. And many times what happens is we decide we want to make a change, but if we don't tell anybody, if we don't have anybody to hold us accountable, then we don't necessarily have to do it because no one knows but us. So, if we don't keep our word to ourselves, it becomes a problem because we are forming a habit, a bad habit, but it's still forming a habit of setting up goals that we know we're not going to keep, but it sounds good at the time. So what I want you to do is get into your mind of becoming self-accountable. Are you able to keep your word to yourself? If you want to do something, are you able to find out what you can do in order to make it happen? And many times you are in places where you don't have an accountability partner and you want to do something that may be a little larger than what you thought about the situation was going to be. So the goal may be a little larger than what you thought. So losing weight is like that. And instead of going round and round in a ring junction or a roundabout, you can get an accountability partner, someone else that's doing the same thing, but someone that you know is strong enough to keep their word. As well as you can get a wellness coach, or if you're needing coaching in other areas, I know some great coaches. You can contact me as far as getting a coach in different areas. But you need an accountability partner if you're serious about changing your lifestyle, if you're serious about reducing your weight, if you're serious about eating differently, if you're serious about just bringing down your blood pressure and your blood sugar numbers. You need an accountability partner because there are some minor things you can do to readjust those illnesses. There are some minor things, lifestyle changes you can do in order to lose weight. So it's not as hard as we try to make it, but you do have to be conscious for at least 21 to 45 days, depending on what you're trying to overcome. Listen, when my son was younger, well, 2 of the 3 of my children were younger, they were diagnosed with supposedly asthma. And as I began to become more conscious of what we were eating and how food played a major role in our lives, what I began to do was find out what was causing the issue. And you would be amazed at how some of the foods that we love and eat on a regular basis would cause an issue in our bodies. And we don't think about it because we're so used to the feeling that it gives us afterwards, whether it's a good feeling, whether it's a sick feeling, whether it's minor discomfort, we still go ahead and we eat it because we can take whatever is coming afterwards. Our body has gotten used to it, but you don't have to live that way. You can live a healthy life, a well life. You can find substitutes for the foods that you love in an organic form. So dairy was the main cause of my children's diagnosis of asthma. It was producing too much mucus in the body, so they were having respiratory issues. As we began to eliminate that particular food from their diet, the change in their respiratory issues, the change in their body, they didn't need those breathing treatments, they didn't have to take medication. Really, the whole house began to feel better. So just minor things. What's making you sick? And you can set up a consultation right here on Facebook, or you can contact me through any of our social medias. New Peace Wellness on Twitter, we're My New Peace. Or you can just search me in Google, Natasha L. Brown, and most of my social medias come up. Or you can go to my email address, whathappenedtoyourlastmeal.com, whathappenedtoyourlastmeal.com, and you can go ahead and click on that contact tab over to the left and contact me. We can do a 15-minute consultation which will change your lives. It's a transformational consultation. We can do it for 15 minutes. We can find out what you're doing or not doing that you can incorporate to your daily routine that will make a major difference in your lifestyle. We also have a longer consultation that you can go ahead and set up so that you can get on a wellness plan. We need to change your food lifestyle. We can set up a food lifestyle plan. Or if you just need to get on a detox, we have a 6 weeks as well as a 12-week plan. So keep in mind that you can go ahead and become accountable. Don't allow the busy lifestyle of your life, your everyday life, your regular routine to interfere with becoming better. I'm sure we all want to live a long and healthy life. So if you want to live a long and healthy life, make sure you go ahead and do what you need to do on a daily basis. Those minor changes make a big difference. So again, I'm Natasha, your wellness informant. You can contact me by going to whathappenedtoyourlastmeal.com. That's whathappenedtoyourlastmeal.com. Or if you're on Facebook, it's New Peace Wellness with Natasha. Or you can do a search, Natasha L. Brown, and I'll come up in the social media. And what we want to do is we want to get together and do a consultation. And I look forward to serving you in a wellness capacity as your holistic coach, because we want to get your mind, body, and spirit in alignment. So again, I love you. Remember to possess wellness daily. Don't be fearful. Be informed. And the concept of tomorrow is an illusion. So start today. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.